All right, so this is what we have in the morning. I actually put a little tub in there so you can get an idea. Water doesn't look that pretty when it's running right into that black sulfury mud like you see down here. So you put it in a tub and it tends to give you a better picture of how clean and wonderful it is. So looking up the canyon, you can see I've been hauling all of this dirt out in 15-gallon buckets. It's been a lot of work, to say the least. I've lost my trail, so I have to bushwhack here in sandals. Southern California style, despite the rattlesnakes. Alright, and so here you can see a little bit of flow down there. A couple of those test holes that I dug. And then, so this is what I recently did. This is what I did yesterday. I don't know if you remember, but right there it was piled up a good 3 feet higher, and then above that there were several more feet of just mulch and debris from the trees up above. These are the buckets that you can get an idea starting to fill. And so what's up there is actually, that's solid rock. There's kind of like a two-step layer, and I try to find how far up I need to go. That was my question from the other day, and that's it. If it go up, there's a little bit of wet mud up there. That's just because I threw it up there. But if you see kind of the pools of water, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. That I'm actually thinking about just hitting it with a hose. The house isn't too far by, and yes, I do have water at the house. So I'm thinking about hitting it with a hose just to pressure wash it out of there and just get a nice clean surface area so I can bond the concrete too. So one of my concerns is just making sure that it's truly coming out of this side, the left side of the hill, which means that it has the whole mountain up above, and not that it's coming from the right side and hitting that rock and being diverted into the left downstream, because we do actually have on the right side uphill, we have a leach field. It's the proper setback, but it's over there on the right, and so I was able to confirm that. And also, one of the confirmations is that it was flowing out of the left here before we even began construction. So I've been monitoring this for over a year, and so that's good. But it is a concern to make sure that when I build my dam here, that I'm going to make sure and keep anything from coming out of the right side of the hill and joining into this, because instead of doing a spring box, we're now doing a seep line that's going to be just a really long spring box. So, but you get an idea. If you do see any kind of oily sheen on the top, that actually is an algae that we have here in Southern California that eats iron, and it produces that kind of waxy, oily sheen on water that's not flowing. So I try to keep the water flowing, because this time of year it will get glossed over like that. You can bleach it. That's one of the things that when you do your spring box, you want to put an overflow, and in the overflow you want to put a little T with a vertical pipe coming up, so that you can pour bleach down into that overflow back into the box itself, and you can kill off any contaminants that may come in, or in this case, iron-eating bacteria. So, but that's it. So that's my update. I'm happy with the flow of water that we have this morning, and I'm going to do some more trenching. I've got down, that's just the top of the water-bearing permeable layer. So I think I'm going to take it down to, if you see that elevation difference there, it's about a foot. I think I'm going to take it down about a foot deeper, and then maybe 2 feet further into the wall here, to excavate, to get a little bit further back. I think that, I don't know if I said this, but this is coming in at a diagonal, that rock layer right there, and I'm actually going to try and follow it into the dirt here as much as I can. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks.